Deeds are natural effects of your thoughts and your words. You don't have any free will in deeds because you are forced to do something because of your nature. But you have got a lot of freedom in what you speak and what you think. See, when somebody falls at my feet, I will kick them. It's a natural reaction for me to kick them. That is my deed. But when I am opening my mouth, I am very careful. Deeds, I don't care. I just kick everybody. That is my nature. My speaking is my deed. My kicking is my deed. Don't think about deeds. Only think about your words and your thoughts. That's where you must be very careful. Deeds are natural shadows. You don't worry about the shadow, whether the shadow is coming out with you or not. Never analyze anybody's deeds. Only analyze everybody's words. You can't analyze anybody's thoughts. But words are there. Words are the field, the great field of spirituality. My thoughts are invisible to you. My deeds are irrelevant to you. But my words are relevant to you. Vak Kshetra is the most important Kshetra. Between the Bhavana Kshetra and the Chesta Kshetra. Vak Kshetra is the most important thing, Baba. I don't care about what is there in your mind. I don't see it. I care about whatever is coming out of your mouth. You know what Jesus said? A very beautiful thing. What goes into the mouth, that does not define the person. What comes out of the mouth, that defines the person. What goes into the mouth goes into the body. It would only affect the body, and body is nothing. But what comes out of the mouth, that affects the soul. This is statement from Jesus Christ about Vakshetra. And in PSSM, in Pyramid Speech Society movement, the most important thing is Vakshetra. How you speak, what you speak, when you speak, in what context you speak, with the intention you speak, all these count. I catch everybody's Vakshetra. I don't care anybody's Chesta Kshetra or Bhavana Kshetra. Vakshetra is the most important field. Let me again remind you Jesus' words. What goes into the mouth, that does not define the person. What comes out of the mouth, that defines the person. Don't define yourself by wrong opening of the mouth. Be a Jesus, Baba. Learn from Jesus Christ. This is the greatest statement from Jesus Christ. What goes into the mouth, that does not define the person. What comes out of the mouth, that defines the person. And that has been beautifully described in our Vakshetra book. Everybody should read that Vakshetra.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, wonderful evening. Voice audible, Sai?
Yes, sir.
I'm here at Tiruvannamalai, the place where Ramana Maharshi lived and did all his practice in Tamil Nadu. This is South India. Here, a very important event is taking place. A master, a supreme master's wisdom is being talked about today here. Supreme masters or grand masters are the adepts in the words of Theosophical Society. Have certain characteristics. And Brahmarshi Patriji, who's been the source and inspiration behind Buddha's Zero Quantum Foundation, behind many, many millions of people. He's undoubtedly a supreme master. We wish to walk, we wish to meet, we wish to spend time with the supreme masters. If Gautama Buddha were to be here, we definitely wish to be meeting this grand master of meditation, Gautama Buddha. If Adi Shankaracharya were to be here, if Prophet Muhammad were to be here, if Jesus Christ were to be here today, we want to go and meet. Because they exhibit some great characteristics. Leadbeater from Theosophical Society, who served Theosophical Society to define in many ways spiritual science through his own investigation, has talked about what an adapter, a supreme master, would be like in his book, A Master's Path and Life. Supreme masters have a different points of view about how life has to be seen. Their wisdom is uncommon. Adi Shankaracharya, when he came, that time there is so much chaos, confusion in his time about who is God, my God is greater, this is greater. Then he came in and he said, everybody is same, all gods are same, they are there, you are there, they are there, you are that, your Atma, and then the existence is there, but you and that is one. The first one to define. For there many would have defined, but the Supreme Master's power comes out. Advaita Vedanta. Patriji's wisdom has been that way. When somebody asked him, what is the way to progress in life? And his answers, be ready for your departure, be ready for others' departure. Recognize that the departure exists for you and recognize that the departure exists for others. When you understand this, you're progressing life automatically. Somebody asked him, in fact, I think I asked him, what is the reason for greed? The greed exists, or the conflict exists, or that we are all separate today in the world. The greed exists, or the conflict exists. So we're separated, we're isolated in many ways. How do you tackle greed? In the corporate world, in every way, in the business world. He said the moment people study life after death, greed drops. He's not talking about do this, do that. He said the moment people understand life after death, greed drops. This is the way to go. Until that time it is understood, the greed will remain. Because we are so limited in thinking that it's all here. We are just this body and me and mine, and so this remains. A grand master, supreme master's wisdom is their point of view are different. No complaint, no judgment. Simple point of view. No complaint, no judgment. A supreme master's is approach towards everybody is same. Their compassion, their friendship, their love towards everybody is exactly the same no matter when and how you look at them. I had seen personally in my entire journey with Patriji, his accessibility, his approach, and his time and attention towards a poorest of the poor, the remotest of the remote people, at the same time, as well as very influential, recognized person. They're all the same. Supreme Masters, that approach, for them is everything is one family, everything is one. There's no difference, absolutely. Supreme Master is least bothered about anything, any worries or free of all worries, least bothered about the body, the way they're looking, the way they're going, least bothered about worry of anything. There is only experiences they look for, but they're least bothered if something did not happen. In my 25 years when I was associated with him, even though Pyramid Valley International and the many projects they worked are the key or the largest of the PSSM projects, never that he ever said why something did not happen. The way you told me, the way you said it. For them, time and space do not exist. Everything is a continuum. It is okay. It's going to happen anyway. It's an experience that counts. You carry yourself that way exactly. And a Supreme Master is always in service of how to take everybody along. Always. And the spiritual sense is saying that we all can be that. We all are in the path of becoming that Supreme Masters. We never worry for anything. We are totally being compassionate, living with everyone around. That we approach life differently. We are viewing from the energy down, not body up. We move immediately from a body-mind person to soul-mind person. We do investigations of the realms. So constantly we come to new understandings that we apply to lead a greater life. The teachings of a master must empower individuals, not make them dependent. Patriji always said, don't come to me with your problem and don't expect that I give you a solution. Your solution is your own strength of meditation, your own understanding of life. I can guide you, but you got to heal yourself. You got to solve the challenge by yourself. Be a light unto yourself. That is Gautama Buddha. That is exactly what Patriji has done in his entire lifetime. It's now a healing, fully against healing, because you'll be doing somebody else's homework. You're absolutely doing somebody else's homework, interfering in their lives. Dear friends, November 11th is this Grand Master's birthday. I met him in 99. In the first instance itself, you will know when you meet a Supreme Master, you will know in the instance. You cannot miss his presence. You cannot not have that impact on you. Something similar happened to me when I met him. He challenged me in the very first instance that I don't know anything about living life. I met him in the first instance. They read you, they understand you pretty quickly with the level of understanding you have about life. He straight out said, because he was such a compassionate person, didn't want to let me lose my time. He said, you don't know anything about life. You might have gone and then worked in America, I have done this, I have done that, but doesn't matter. You don't know anything about living life. Your views are very, very old. First of all, views are very, very limited views about life. So go and learn from this boy. I couldn't miss his presence in the beginning. Vani, when she met first time him, he said, your husband will die tomorrow. What are you going to do? It was the first meeting. That's the words he said. Your husband will die tomorrow, because I was going to travel the next day to US. Then she considers him the greatest ever person that ever entered into her life, because they free you up completely. They make you the same grandmaster that you are, that he is. Patriji has been that way, dear friends, for millions of people. His teachings have been fundamental. He made it all simple, common sense wisdom. That meditation, Ana-Pana-Sati, is so simple. Observing the breath, so inclusive for everybody, inclusive. Doesn't matter the state of it, the religion of ours, the place where you're in, the social conditions, financial conditions, intellect conditions, didn't matter what it is, but it can be practiced by everyone, an illiterate, literate, to completely unhealthy person to a very healthy person can easily be practiced. Nothing comes in between, because you close your eyes and observe the breath. Simplify. If nature is simple, everything we do must be simple. So simplify the wisdom. I mentioned this, no judgments, no complaints. The entire spirituality is coded in these two words. It's coded in these two words. If we can elevate ourselves to that state, no judgment, no complaints, it's done. We have great acceptance. Then when we have looking at the situation differently, we have great learning. Then we have newer experience of life. It's the judgments, it's complaint that stops us from learning any more from the people and situation. Now we have judgments and complaints with everybody. So then we stop learning anywhere. Let's go into our meditation, dear friends. And post our meditation, we have our guests, including Karthikeyan sir, who worked with him to share their inspiration of Patriji. For me, Patriji has been the grandest inspiration, because when I met him, I liked his straightforwardness, and I saw the first master was saying, go and read from everybody, learn from everybody. He said, it's infinite of knowledge, learn from everybody. Then I saw him, and then first time I'm saying, don't come for solutions. Work on yourself. You be independent. Don't be dependent, parasite. Be an independent master by yourself. Lead your life. Because you will be happy if you're around me when I'm there, but when I'm not there, what's going to happen to your life? So learn to make your decisions, get clarity by yourself, not being dependent on somebody. I love these qualities. I love them. Relax yourself, dear friends. Today's meditation is dedicated to Patriji's simple wisdom of breath mindfulness meditation, Ana-Pana-Sati. He is a great flutist. So some of the flutes we play are his flutes. So we're going to have complete flute music today. And going and carrying his energy in our meditations, as we always do, but full. We have flute meditation music. We'll straight away start with Ana-Pana-Sati. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. Those of you joining new, we practice Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, our breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind by observing our breath. You sit down on the floor of the chair as you see, cross-legged, fingers into fingers, closing your eyes, remove the spectacles, observe your normal, natural breath, and slowly that will take you into an empty state of mind. And then be in that state. Whatever happens to you in that state, observe it. In case you have thoughts, and when you know you're thinking, that's the only time you bring your attention back to the breath and again observe the breath. Right, friends? Relax yourself. Relax your body. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Friends, at this time, let's express gratitude to all things and everybody. To your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, relatives. To the nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. To everything we use, the technology, the system, the government, the companies. To yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you'll keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. That's wonderful. We're meditating with Patriji's energy throughout.
Felt it. It was amazing, amazing meditation today.
Awesome. Awesome. We have today to share some of their association, the inspiration, or what they saw in Patriji as that inspires us, his vision and inspiration. And we learn this because, again, these grand masters have said that we can be that too. It's not about worshipping somebody, it's about becoming that by ourselves. This path that we have taken is absolutely making us to be the same, to aim to be the same, as the same Supreme Masters, the masters who had this vision, who had inspired millions. And so in that spirit, we have Padmashri Karthikeya, who has been a great spiritual ambassador and who is definitely have called Patriji a barefoot master, a rarest of rare masters, who will listen from Sir about his wisdom. We have Sri Shivaramapaji, who has been associated work with Patriji for 25 years, since 1998 from the beginning, and then runs an organization called Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy to take this meditation into children, to students through various courses and wisdom. Then we have another Grand Master I call Vani Madam, who has been the chief editor for this Dhyana Jagath, a Telugu magazine. Patriji started his own movement in Telugu. And she has worked with him, and this magazine is his soul. That magazine through which he always believed spiritual science wisdom must flow. And then so many of the content from it goes into other languages. And then so she worked with him closely, seeing Patriji's, understood Patriji's vision and goals in all of it. And we will also, I'm just wondering, where's Jagadish sir, who has been the chief editor for this book, Patriji Answers. And then so in his limited time that he spent time, understood Patriji's wisdom through this enlightenment hour that he compiled these. So we will take their messages in their words. So thank you, Karthikeyan sir, and thank you everyone for joining in this program. So thank you, sir, for a short notice, because you always loved what Patriji has created as an impact And so I request you to give your observations and your associations, Patriji.
Hello, namaste, namaskar to everybody. Yes, it's a memorable day, birth of a great master. And I had the good fortune of knowing him, receiving his love and greetings, best wishes for over 30 years now. I remember not exactly. First time I met him in Hyderabad, he received me very warmly I did not know there's so much of humility of a great master. So then thereafter we had any number of occasions in many places, including Delhi, but very often in Pyramid Valley, Bangalore. And when he invites, very irresistible. When he is very particular, I had to go, even during the pandemic. And I went all the way because he was very keen. And always admired the man's energy, enthusiasm, humility, caring for everyone, irrespective of the position, educated, uneducated, rich, poor, whatever may be the status, he respected everyone. And he used to tell me, how did you sit through 10 days of Vipassana meditation? He said he went and only one day he could spend, and said I could stay on. That's where the first 3 days are, as you know, observing your breath. You can say there's Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Then following 7 days are observing the sensations of the body. Yes, to sit through is difficult because you don't talk to anyone. Morning to evening, observing the sensation of the body, having the breath. Early morning you have to go and no talking to each other. 2 meals, simple meals a day. But then at the end of it, we found it was really a great experience. But Patriji said, one day was good enough for him. And thereafter, he simplified it. I won't call it perfect because I don't think you can improve upon what Lord Bhavan Buddha has said. But he simplified the technology and it was good enough for him, for his enlightenment. And out of compassion for others, he made it a mission to spread this precious technology to as many as possible. And to start with, he said people are not interested. It happened to Satyanarayana Goenkaji, the famous Guruji, who brought back Vipassana from Burma. You know, it's a 2,500-year-old technology by which Buddha got his enlightenment. But then for some reason or the other or history, it almost disappeared from Bharat. But preserved in some form, in some other country like Burmese, they kept it in purest form. And then Goenkaji brought it back. It's a long history now, we'll not talk about it now. But to start with, he said nobody was interested. He had to go from house to house, persuade them. Same thing Patriji did. Then, but he succeeded. Spreading it from village to village in Andhra Pradesh. Then he said, I want to convert Dhyana Andhra Pradesh. Then he took it to other states also. He wanted to create Dhyan Bharat, spread it to many states. Then he said his vision is to make it Dhyana Jagath. He says everyone on the planet should follow the meditation, combined with the pyramid meditation. Then only you can bring about peace, harmony, and prosperity to the individuals, to the families, to the states, countries, and that's how you can bring about peace in the world. And he was tirelessly was working. It's a big task, but he believed in what he was doing. and in the process create many masters. Of course, hundreds of pyramids, you're aware of that. Thousands of pyramids, small and big, with the biggest being in Bangalore, and thereafter in Kartal in Hyderabad also. The barefoot ponter, he didn't carry even a rupee on his body. But he traveled around the world. He was supported by well-wishers, invited everywhere. And he created, in the process, created many masters, like Chandra, like Grades Daga, Dr. Newton and Lakshmi. Like that, you can, any number of people you started making. They in turn carry the message. Hello? Yes? Chandra?
Yes, sir. No,
Any
there's
problem?
no problem, sir. Please continue. I think there's
I
some
heard some voice.
noise. I'll see, sir. We have to mute people.
No, are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I thought somebody has a problem. Any other matter? Anyhow, that's all well known. You can call Patriji, you can keep talking about him for hours together. As a teacher, as a master, as a friend, philosopher, guide, as a brother, in any form, everybody could relate to him, and he related to everybody else also. And he spread the knowledge to people who are on the street also. He can sit with anyone. He was anxious to spread it. He was so compassionate and kind. He was so popular in villages also, in cities also. In many countries all over the world I have seen. At least I have seen in Egypt, Cairo. Because, he believed in oneness. The great point is, what attracted me to him was, like me, he believed in interfaith harmony. He quoted from all religions, all masters of all stages. A voracious reader, and what he read, he wanted to convey to others, and made his own followers also writers and speakers, encourage everyone to speak. And then a rare combination of, not only teacher of meditation, a speaker, a singer, mastery over flute is well known. So he taught meditation through singing, talking, and then combined meditation with flute and with music. I think he's one person who popularized music meditation. Remember those days when start early morning, thousands of people will sit, gather with, he encouraged a lot of artists, traditional artists, give them a platform, sat with them, encouraged them. He created a spiritual revolution in a very simple way, without much of rituals and all that. With the result, everybody felt attracted to his teachings, beyond religion, above religion, I would say that. He was not against religion, but his teachings were appealed to everybody, of all religions, of all castes. There is no distinction. He just respected the Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi. He believed in it and spread it. So it's unfortunate we couldn't have his physical presence for a longer time. In fact, that's the only way I complained. He promised to live longer. So anyhow, that was believe in destiny or whatever it is. But then one thing, when great masters leave the body, they get released from the confines of the physical structure and become more influential, more powerful. It has happened in history, in all religions also. And when he had to leave for his further journey, he has created a band of masters spreading his message, taking his message all over the planet now. He's doing very well. Because now we are here in this project, Dr. Chandra Vani and his wonderful team, and Buddha CEO, Quantum Foundation. And I've been seeing it, I think, for the third year. It has touched the lives of thousands of people. So the vision and the mission of Patriji is being carried on. And I'm sure wherever he is, he must be happy about the progress being made of the task. It's very rarely a movement takes global shape, extends all over. In 40 years' time, that's why it's a miracle. Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation, Pyramid Society movement, all has just a simple man, as I used to say, barefoot spiritual master, 40 years back started, and today it's there all over. Not completely, but it's there in all parts of the world and growing, accepted. I am very happy to be associated with Patriji at his movement because it brings about harmony between the body, mind, and soul of the individual, in the families, in the society, and in a world which is turbulent now. There is no other way, because we have seen all the so-called world conferences on peace, all more a drama than anything else, because people are not able to see eye to eye. More to look at their own narrow point of view, whether it's country-wise or race or power-oriented. The only way we bring about peace of mind for the individual, families, society, and that way you can create a world without war. World there is peace, harmony. There's social justice also. It's very, very important now. So we would let us listen to others' experience it. Tiruvannamalai is a place, favorite place of Patriji. I remember having participated in one of the events there. I took out procession, also promoting vegetarianism. For him, meditation and vegetarianism are like two eyes, both go together. Compassion for all living beings, not only for fellow citizens, but all living beings. They all have a right to exist. And we have seen that global warming today, threatening the entire planet. Existence of the planet is threatened now. More and more reality. Now that's why his philosophy of coexistence and respecting all other forms of life, including animals and plants, becomes more and more vital, more and more relevant. So let us all do whatever we can to achieve the vision and the mission of Patriji. Chandra, my congratulations to you and your wonderful team. Carry on. Carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, Karthikeyan sir, for a great gist of everything about Patriji and then all his vision. Two eyes, vegetarianism and meditation. And we have seen him with the passion with which he propagated vegetarianism too. So thank you so much, sir, for being such a great support. Because I have not seen that Patriji, every time you came in, and then Patriji several times, and the amount of respect that he gave, he saw you as a true Grand Master who is uniting people together. No matter what the spiritual practice are, but they need to come together and they need to be propagated and be supported. So Patriji gave so much great respect, and many times you've seen him spending time with you. So thank you so much for being a support to him in all of the PSS movement. Thank you. So friends, we will take messages from Sri Shivaramapaji, who is, again, I met him in 1998. And he was the first master in Bangalore that Patriji was, he and then another master, Shakahara Jagath. First 2-3 masters then Bangalore, Patriji started 98 and 97. But then his association through him, through inspiration, Shakahara Patriji pursued PhD and then became Dr. Shakahara Patriji in meditation science. And then established Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy, an important project for Patriji, to see that this meditation is taught early on in the schools, in the colleges and students. So this academy with several books, close guidance Patriji has formed and then being adopted by many schools as these books and literature, giving certificates and diploma course certificates.
Chandra.
Yes, sir.
Chandra.
Yes.
Sorry for the interruption. Just now I got a message from our great friend, Mr. Ganesh Mathur, a top man in the World Bank. He has sent a message now. He says, I am listening to your speech now at the meditation forum. So divine, please. Thank you for your experience. So to say that you are being seen, we are being seen and heard all over. And Dr. Ganesh Mathur, you know very well, a great spiritualist. He's here. I know he is hearing. So, hello Ganesh. Thank you very much for your encouragement. Chandra, you can have a word with him. Yes.
Yes, sir. Mr. Ganesh. So that's great to see. Ganesh is there. Okay, not here, sir. I think he's not there. Right?
Doesn't matter. You can address him.
Yeah.
He is hearing.
Yes. So thank you, Mr. Ganesh, for joining and being part of this. So wonderful that you are taking it, means it's going to go around everywhere in the world. Most energetic person that I have met in Washington DC, and has been always wanting to see that countries come together and then do these greater projects as part of World Bank, as part of United Nations, doing some brilliant work there. So thank you for those messages and then being part of this energy. Thank you.
Carry on. Carry on.
Yes, sir. Yes, so Shakahara Patriji. I can't hear you.
Unmute.
Yes, Masters. A great good morning. Today is the wonderful day for us, auspicious day. A great philosopher, a great friend of the globe, has descended from the divinity to the earth planet with a purpose of giving the beautiful message of meditation. He has been the ambassador of meditation. He has touched every soul. Whenever he spoke to the souls of everybody. He conveyed the message with so much of clarity that every person, whether he is learned or not, is able to grasp it and understand crystal clearly. He lived a miraculous life. He lived an adventurous life, in fact, which none on this earth planet dared to have that kind of life. He dedicated himself for the good of everybody. He never has any kind of self-esteem, self-respect, and selfishness. Even iota of that we cannot see. We could never say about him. He used to address the people, my dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods. Patriji is known by these 3 words. Whenever he addresses the people, he treated them like friends. Very great knowledge is important. Right from the first word he utters, it's a kind of message that everybody should be a friend. No enmity should be there among us. We are all one. Maitreya Buddha. We have not seen the original Buddha, but Apara Buddha is there in him. Maitreya Buddha has descended here and he has been with us all the while in person. We are so grateful, and we are the only grateful, and we are thankful to him for his all wisdom that he has given to us and set right the lives of everybody. He said, my dear masters, a master is a wise person always. So he wants everyone to be wise enough. What is the wisdom? Wisdom is to identify what is necessary for you, what is right for you. Right knowledge, right speaking, right doing, right thinking, speaking, and doing. These are all what we want. That is the mastery over yourself. He said, you are the master for you, not for others. A wonderful truth he has given to everyone. Rich and poor, learned and not. Every common man understood straight these simple words. He did not use any kind of philosophical or spiritual texts and all those things. In a very common language, he sent his message, pierced in everybody's heart, and he is living virtually in everybody's heart today. Millions of people are adoring him. Millions of people are remembering him today across the world. The great individuality of an uncommon, special qualities with him. He never went for fame and name. He came to the people for himself in order to give a peaceful life to all the people, in order to wipe out the tears of everyone, externally and internally. See? Such a personality is a very rare guru, in fact. And he said, my dear gods, he has inducted infinitehood in us. He has given the utter truth. People are looking for God somewhere, making them dependent for everything upon somebody. Oh God, oh God. And he made it crystal clear that God is not outside you. You are the savior for yourself. Appo dipo bhava, he said. We were not knowing the Buddha earlier. As far as I am concerned, I was not knowing who is Buddha and what is Buddha Purnima and what is this wisdom and all those things. I was quite ignorant of that. It was only after I met him, everything unraveled in me. With only one shot, single shot, he asked me in the first instance when I met. He questioned me. I thought he would give some discourse and just like other gurus do. That was different. My meeting with him was totally different. He questioned me as to why I have come there. He questioned me, why did you come to me? That question turned my life, in fact. It gave a huge turn. And it brought me to speak to you today. Why did anybody go for anything without any purpose? What is that purpose? Everything, we want. What is that we want? And what is that we could not get? He reminded me that day about Aham Brahmasmi. Yes. You are the God for yourself. You are the consciousness. You are the whole lot of things. You are the beginner, center, and the end. Everything is you. And it is in which your realm to give shape to you. Don't look upon somebody. Be independent. There's so much of lesson without teaching anything he gave us. Since this day one onwards, then and there I declared that, sir, I am for you. I will propagate whatever you want to do. That was the determination. No, he made me feel instantly. He did not take time. He did not give any long speeches. Very simple truth. His wisdom in any field has been impeccable, wonderful, so meticulous. I never experienced such a personality so far. Simply when I took some leaflet on meditation that has undergone 1,000 corrections, which I was posing myself, I know everything of that. And I thought that it is flawless. But actually he found fault with that in 1,000 ways. That was the degree of corrections he has. That was the meticulous, that was the concentrated thing, that was the perfectness. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. In that way, he imparted education on everybody else here. He has established himself in every heart. Today, meditation is the household name in millions of families, millions of people. Rich and poor are both alike to him. He respected everybody. And in one of the discourses when he was giving in the Pyramid Valley, he addressed the people, and at that time he was telling, I remember very well, that he addressed the gathering and saying that everyone who is here is equal to me. There is nobody inferior to me here, he said. That was the magnanimous equality, equanimous quality, he gave to the people. He lived it and shown practically. He is the only person who has given the direct demonstration that I am the God. In Kannada, he said, Nanna Hesaru Bhagavanta, he said. That means, my name is God, Bhagavan. And Bhagavantana Hesaru Nanu. That's what he says. The God's name is myself. See, I am nobody other than God. That was in the olden days, Shankaracharya was giving that message. Shivoham, Shivoham. Nobody could understand. On the other hand, he was mistaken and he was ill-treated. Today, the master has made it so simple that you are the master for yourself. And you are not the physical entity, you are the God inside himself. You are the Almighty. That is the direct message he gave. And it has pierced everybody's heart, and everybody is, today, every pyramid master is very great. Whether he is in the middle or in the front or in the senior stage or junior stage, whatever it is, he is on the path of righteous life, and he is on the path of spiritual wisdom. He is on the path of Ana-Pana-Sati. Because the path is going to reach there only, ultimate wisdom. He made everyone equally potential. Today, every master is speaking like anything. No question of learning, no question of education, no question of efficiency or proficiency in their knowledge in respect of any textual or any kind of talents. Nothing is required, but thing is that they are able to understand the core truth that he is capable of doing things. And he himself is the ultimate source of wisdom, truthfulness, and infinitehood. Then what more he wants? Everything he has. And they are walking the path wonderfully. They are free from any kind of afflictions, inflictions, turbulences, free from sorrow, miseries, enjoying their life with a righteous life, with the right wisdom, right speaking, right thinking. What a wonderful message. I was really very, personally, I was grateful to him for the loss, right from 1998 onwards. I have been in association with him in arranging the events for him, in arranging the classes for him, and I used to be there. Though he never taught me, but I could get everything from him. From what he walked the path has been a guide to me. It has taken me from a normal market where I was staying earlier before he came. We were in a prapanchik field, in a materialistic world. Materialistic world is like a market where there is giving and taking is there. The business is going on. The whole materialistic world is a big business market. I was one of them. I was picked up by Master. Patriji has picked me up and put me in the spiritual field and made me a meaningful personality. On the day when I was awarded with good words of Brahmarshi like that by Patriji, I spoke spontaneously. I told him, "Sir, you have made me a great saint from the troublesome market. You have brought me and put me here. Grateful to you forever." Not only myself, my family members also got the light of this. And the whole universe is going to be benefited. And everybody will be on this path. And this wonderful path of wisdom. So with this, he advised me so many things. I have been following whatever he said. And in the process, I was not a teacher, but I became a teacher. I was not an author. I took to writing. I made several books. And nearly around 200 schools, they are teaching my books there, where Patriji philosophy has been packed up. And the way it is going on, I am just leading a very peaceful life to say. I know that every pyramid master has got the same experience. And today, it is one of the day where we have to be very grateful, and no amount of gratefulness, whatever we express, is insufficient before his splendid work, before his sacrifices, and before his effort to make the man free from tears. The wonderful personality to follow, and we are all thankful to him on this day. And of course, to speak as Patrikeyan Sahib explained very well, to speak about him, even days together we can speak. He is a fund of entire spiritual book. Only one sentence only we have taken, but says he is a big Hercules personality. So we have to continuously read him, continuously follow him, continuously take his inspiration and take his impeccable godhood, whatever he has, and he gave us also. Okay. So with these few words, I would not take much time again. So I am thankful today to all of us, all of our friends out there, to take further the mission and vision of our great Grandmaster, which is needed by every man on this earth planet. So with this, I must thank And I thank Buddha CEO organization, which is leading the spiritual field, the spiritual teachings everywhere. They are very happy with that. We want everyone should take inspiration from Buddha CEO Foundation and take this message around the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shivaram Garu. Awesome. Gist of a lot of Patriji's wisdom came through. So thank you so much for all the messages, so many messages that we have to absorb that you've spoken. And the spiritual sense truth is that we're infinite. And Patriji represented it all in simple terms. So thank you so much for taking time and being here. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
So friend, we will listen to this master from such an enthusiasm, so much dedication to this work, walking Patri with Patriji in this entire Andhra Pradesh, where he started in Telugu. And the movement was started in Kannur, Andhra Pradesh. And the madam has been there with Patriji ever since he moved there in Hyderabad, right in the beginning. Yes, madam. Who has been promoting this magazine called Dhyana Andhra Pradesh. It's called now Dhyana Jagath. Let me just show this magazine. This Dhyana Jagath magazine, this is in Telugu, which is a monthly magazine, and it is going on for like maybe, I don't know, 20 years now, is being run, and then the soul of Patriji, because all his wisdom always came in this, and then later it gets translated into Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, and many languages, different articles go, and then here is a master who has been bringing this magazine out regularly, religiously, with the close guidance from Patriji ever since. Yes, madam.
Thank you. Thank you, Chandrasekhar Garu. Thank you for giving me the great opportunity to share my words and my everything with the great masters on this platform. And my great pranams to Sri Karthikeyan Garu and Shivaramappa Garu and all other dignitaries who are on this platform today to celebrate Pitamaha Patriji's birthday as an anniversary of enlightenment. So happy birthday to all pyramid masters. And now, as Chandrasekhar Garu told, my name is Vani. I entered into this great PSSM family in 2004. And right from the day I started meditation, I started gaining all the benefits like physical health, mental wellness, and great knowledge for my soul. And everything has changed my life. Like I have taken the U-turn towards the life. Okay. And in 2008, Pitamaha Patriji has given me the opportunity to work with the magazine Dhyana Jagath. And for the last 13 years, I have been working with Patriji, and that is my great opportunity given by the great masters of the universe. And as an editor for this prestigious magazine of PSSM, I had a great opportunity to work with Patriji and spend my valuable time with him intellectually. And I am very fortunate enough for not only meeting Patriji, but also be nurtured by his great love and wisdom. In this journey, whenever in this journey of Dhyana Jagath of 13 years, whenever I feel stuck, he showed me the ray of light by his great teachings. He not only mentored me, but also showered his positivity, which changed my outlook for life. He always finds optimism and opportunity in everything that comes in his way. His far-sighted vision starts observing a situation from the place when we left it, saying that it is all done, we can't go forward. From there, his vision starts. And by his miraculous thinking, he made us to realize the importance of accepting the reality. And by his deeds, he taught us to realize a great lesson, not to escape from the reality, but to face it with confidence. So he always showered his love and affection by introducing us to new opportunities like Dhyana Pracharam, Shakahara Pracharam, Ahimsa Mahakaruna Pracharam, and Pyramid Shakti Pracharam. Every word of gratitude falls short to Patri sir for making us a part in the great mission like PSSM on earth today. His physical absence has no doubt left an unexplained void among us, but we are trying to replace this void with his teachings and his interactive memories we had. Usually, people will associate their gurus with miraculous, but Patriji worked the biggest miracle in our lives by making us to recognize what a life living for the fullest means. This great occasion of Patriji's birthday, I would like to express my deepest gratitude and pranams for giving me a great opportunity to serve the whole humanity through Dhyana Jagath magazine. With his great support and guidance, I realized my inner talents and abilities with which I am doing my work in a best possible way. Thank you, Patriji. Patriji worked every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every month, and every year of his entire life, not only for the well-being of the humanity, but also for the well-being of the animal kingdom also. He had no holidays, he had no weekends, he had no vacation, and he had no pay also. And for this, he had no complaints also. Everything about Patriji's work we had recorded, we had documented in our Dhyana Jagath magazine in the name of Patriji's diary, in which we can't see a single moment without visiting one or other place. Every moment, his timetable will be filled with all the work he has done so far. Only a person with unconditional love can only live his life like this. He not only played a great role in our spiritual journey, but also he framed an accurate GPS system with PSSM 18 guiding principles for our physical and spiritual journey on this earth planet. He taught us righteous living. He taught us righteous speaking. He taught us righteous thinking. He taught us righteous eating. And he taught us righteous dying also. And after that, he taught us living after the death also. And for this, he sent all his messages. His teachings were filled with all the Saraswati Jnanam, life after death. It's so wonderful what he has teach us. So he showed us the path of meditation, and he showed the path of enlightenment by encouraging us to read lots and lots of books. He had now he had given everything what he had with him, and he completed his mission. Now our mission is to continue it by spreading meditation, ahimsa, and vegetarianism to every person on this earth planet, and making this earth planet energetic by constructing pyramids and making it a beautiful place for our coming generations. Patriji always says, wherever a pyramid master goes, his life should speak. Wherever a pyramid master goes, his work should speak. And wherever a pyramid master goes, his vibrations should speak. What a great message he has given to us. Let us all live up to the mark of a pyramid master and show the strength of our Guru to the entire universe. Thank you, Patriji, for giving everything to us. Thank you for making us to realize our true selves. And thank you very much for teaching us the art of living life for its fullest by synchronizing energy, wisdom, and consciousness. Thank you. Thank you, Patriji. Thank you very much. And once again, happy birthday to all Pyramid Masters. And thank you, Chandraji, for giving me the opportunity to share my few words with you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much, Vani Madam. Beautiful. Art of living, art of dying. Both have to be there. Removing the fear from death. The single message that he carried. But so beautifully said, our work has to be speaking about ourselves. So that energy has to speak, but not the words. I think that's the wonderful message to say how we are leading our life, how much we absorb the truth and wisdom. And thank you for joining. Your great work always inspires me. Your simple stories. And then Madam has authored books in Telugu. And, wonderful spiritual wisdom is there. At some point, Madam, please translate that into English so that everybody benefits. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, friends. We will take a message from Jagdish, who has worked with Patriji. You met him and working on his wisdom to be brought in English. And Patriji Answers is a direct result of it. And this is available on Sterling and Amazon and Flipkart. Now, to understand some more of this master's uncommon wisdom. And now Jagdish is working on the next book, along with Arvind, the book 2, and which we plan to release very soon. Yes, Jagdish, sir. Now he's a former professor at IIM Bangalore, and then continues to be great service with CU. Yes, sir.
Greetings. Patriji, the Messiah. I have had the opportunity of meeting some spiritual masters, but Maharishi Patriji was unique when I met him. No flamboyance, no superciliousness. The very first time I met him, when I bent down to touch his feet, I was immensely surprised when instead he got up and hugged me. With absolutely no platform-oriented kind of spirituality. I wonder if not for him, would so many millions of us would have been meditators, would have learned meditation, and would have benefited so immensely from him. He was so much of a friend. Not only did he just hug me, when he called us for lunch, he sat in front of me and made sure that I enjoyed every bit of food that I consumed. It's amazing person. Like I said, he's made meditation so simple, so everyone so divine, so all of us become very divine in that sense. In fact, he is one who could see the earth in a grain of sand, see heaven in a flower, hold infinity in the palm of his hands, and believe eternity in an hour. That was in William Blake's words. I am extremely grateful to have him come into my life. And I'm also very grateful for this unexpected opportunity to declare my reverence to him. I always revere him. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jagadish sir, for bringing this beautiful wisdom out of Patriji to be there available and then helping in bringing more of it. So really thank you for it. And of course, that friendship is showed. I mean, the true representation of friend, master, and God. And he wanted everyone to be that and demonstrate it. Shuramabaji said, without teaching, he taught me everything. That's really how we carry ourselves. As a master, we carry ourselves without teaching, then our work should speak, that people learn from us. And that's how he's been. That's how you've seen him. So thank you for taking that inspiration to be carrying this message to everyone. Thank you. Okay, friends. It's a wonderful opportunity to be part of this satsang here. The reason we remember this master is we take on that inspiration to see what is that I can do. Parents, two parents, the parents are walking, mother and father walking in a busy street, and with a small child. The small child is like, maybe 2 feet. So walking. It's a very, very busy street, crowded street. They're walking. And then that is a Diwali day. Happy Diwali to everybody. We're going to celebrate Diwali tomorrow. So the Diwali day, so the streets are full of light and glamour and glitter out there. And so the parents are walking and then saying, wow, this is what they're looking around. But the child is crying. It's a busy street, walking. The child is also walking down, but the parents are looking at wow and wow and wow. What is good? This is really good. But the child is crying. I said, what's going on? And so the mom took the child up, lifted the child up, and then as they lifted the child up, they said, stop crying. I said, wow. The child also started saying, wow. The child is only seeing the legs there, nothing else below. So the question, dear friends, is, who are you lifting up every day? Who are we lifting up every day? Lift them up to a smile. Lift them up to this deep knowledge and understanding. And squarely with this message of meditation, with Patriji's undivided attention to this understanding, that undivided message, the unquestionable message that we are everything. We have the power in us. We are infinite. That God in us God is inside of us. The moment we understand that we are everything, that God is inside, then we can truly make a difference, not only to ourselves, of course, to everybody. We can lift just by becoming that. So thank you very much. And we take that and propagate this simple knowledge. I know every Buddha Siva, every Pyramid Master, every meditator will come in, want to spread it. But we think about it a second time and a third time and say, if I'm doing it today, when my free time is there, then can I go to the next level? Create free time to do it. I do it when my free time is there. Can you create free time to do that? Can I take that movie off and so that I have 3 hours of time to talk to 30 other people and then talk about importance of meditation? Can we do that to the next stage? And then if I am already creating free time to do things, can we think about it and say, if I'm the whole, can I be the servant of that thing and then spread full time? No time to free time to free time to creating time to full time? Can we move there? It's a question that we ask ourselves on this occasion to become what that is. When you ask a mom, whether growing children are there, do you want your son to be a Buddha or you want a son to be a billionaire? What do you think the mom will tell? You ask a mom, do you want your son to become a Buddha or become a billionaire? The answer always will be, yes, I want him to be a Buddha. So dear friend, then if that is the answer going to be for everybody, a billionaire versus Buddha, then what should we do? Simple answers, dear friends. So thank you very much for us to think about this. And we will continue. And then we have a master class Saturday evening to young masters, Amulya Shastri and Abhishek. Young masters are inspired by Patriji's vision, Patriji's teaching, this whole meditation. They change their lives, doing great work at PMC Hindi team, their PM's Pyramid Societies North India. They're going to be there in our Saturday evening master class, continuing this wisdom, their perspective of what they saw, why an youngster automatically gets drawn into this wisdom. And so they're going to share some of that. And then those of you nearby here, Tiruvannamalai, join me here. We are there, we're going to participate in the program. We're also launching our next magazine, Buddha Siya magazine, here during today's program here. So we'll see you all tomorrow in our Oneness continuation program, tomorrow, day 14th. And so thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Karthikeyan sir, Shivarampaji, Vani madam, and Jagdish for your messages. I'm sure many of you probably want to share. During the rest of the program, we'll take your message, your association with Patriji. The lack of time will conclude it here. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Jaya Jaya Ho Brahma Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Atma Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Brahma Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho
Atma Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Brahma Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Atma Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Brahma Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho
Ananda Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Arogya Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Ananda Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Arogya Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Nirvana Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Bhagya Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho
Ananda Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Arogya Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Ananda Vidya Jaya Jaya Ho Arogya Vidya